So I'm in a continual state of trying to optimize my workflow when working with the CNC machine. And one of the fundamental principles is that you need G-code to communicate with it. And so getting G-code, I mean, you can do it in a variety of ways, and usually you use something called a CAM processor. And basically what this does is it, creates a toolpath for you that will actually, cut around shapes or, fill shapes or whatever. So I have this dream, this goal to actually implement this stuff in JavaScript, and I mean that way it's more hackable, it's all open, and it's nice. So this is the first step in that, and this thing is called svgmill. And so the first thing that you need is a stream of SVG data. So we can get that by curling the JavaScript logo, and so we get a bunch of SVG. And then we pipe that into this thing called svgmill, and that should give us a bunch of G-code. And so svgmill is actually detecting all the polygons in the SVG, and then it's offsetting them by the bit radius, so that the toolpath won't actually cross over any lines, and it will be a specific distance away from the line so that it won't cause problems. Like it won't deform the shapes that you're trying to cut out. So from here, we have two options. One, we can pipe it directly to a machine by using the -grbl-i command, and that will actually open up a serial port connection and start streaming G-code to a machine directly. Or, if you're not quite ready to do that, you can pipe it to the G-code simulator, which is the same as the one that I had before, except I've kind of trimmed it down and made it work with node-grbl. So basically it's a standalone G-code simulator, but it's not a real machine, so I wouldn't rely on it too heavily. But it is good for finding major flaws in the G-code generation, or scale problems, or different things like that. So yeah, this will cut out the JS logo. It cuts it out backwards because when I built this I made everything negative, but the point is it's kind of a reference tool, so you can make sure that it's not going to it doesn't jump off to -1 million somewhere, and if you were actually running that on a CNC machine, it would just start cutting through stuff. So that's about it for now. Thanks.